Welcome students, I am Utpal Adhikari, assistant maths teacher of Bardhan Model School. Student, today we will continuing that exercise number 4.3 of class 9 chapter 4, that is linear equation in 2. In the previous video we have solved the sums up to 6. In this video we will solve the sum number 7 and 8. First we solve sum number 8, then we will go for the solving sum number 7. In the question number 8 it is given that an equation is given, that is f equal to 9c minus 9c by 5 plus 32. We know that equation for changing that degree Celsius temperature measured in two forms, that is one is degree Fahrenheit and one is degree Celsius. Okay, now F means temperature measured in Fahrenheit, C means temperature measured in Celsius. Okay, now using that equation f equal to 9c by 5 plus 30, that's a linear equation in two variable because two variables f and c, these two are variable and power of f 1 and power of c 1, that's why it's a linear equation in two variable. Now we should draw the graph of that equation. So for drawing any graph we should need some follow some steps. First steps, we need to find out some point, that one and pair which I have solved in the board. C equal to 0, when c equal to 0, that time just put the value of c in place of c, that is 0, 5, 9 by 5, 0 plus 10, that is 32. So first order pair 0, 32, 0 for c and 32 for a. Second, minus 15. Now question is, student, why I put minus 15? In the previous video I have told that you have to put the value of x in such a way that you will get the integer value of y. If you put any other number, you get that fraction. You know that to put the fraction in the graph it is very difficult. That's why I put minus 15. Why minus 15? I know that the denominator is 5. If I put any multiple of 5, then the value of f will be integer. That's why minus 15. So minus 15, that is 5 minus 3 minus 27 plus 35, that is 5. So second pair minus 15 comma 5. Okay, and third pair that is 10, 40. Now we plot that point in the graph. So you should do it in the graph paper in proper way using the proper scale. Otherwise some question in the part 3 or part 4 that should not be solved. Okay, so 0, that's a x dash axis and y dash axis. This axis is taken as c, Celsius scale. Okay, and y axis is taken as Fahrenheit scale. Now 0, 30 means c and 32 means a. 0, 32. 32 means just crossing the 30. 31, 32. This is the point 0, 32. Next point minus 15, 5. Minus 15 means this one and 5. This is 10 and it should be 5. This point is that I am giving the name A, B and C. First point, that is 0, 32, that is A point. Second point minus 15, 5, that is B point, and 10, 14. 14 means between, if I divide this gap between 10 and 20 in 10 separate way, this the fourth part will be 14. That's why 0, that is point C. And last step, add all the point, that is xy. So xy is the line segment of which is representing that equation f equal to 9c by 5 plus 30. That is the graph. Okay. Now, after plotting the two questions are asked in the question number 8, that you should find out the value from the graph. That's why I am telling that you should do it in the graph paper using proper scale. And remember that in the previous video we have taken 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here all the values are 10, 5, 14. So taking 1, 2, 3, these are useless. So you have to choose the scale according to your data. Okay. Now First question is draw the graph. Sorry, that has been solved. Temperature is 30 degrees Celsius. What is the Fahrenheit? What is the temperature of Fahrenheit? Okay, so you have to, the question is, if temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, so 30 degrees means that point. Now draw a perpendicular to this line. Okay, that point, that line perpendicular intersected to that point, and draw another perpendicular to from that point to y-axis. Then you will follow that meeting point in your graph paper, that should be value of y-axis, that is 86. Okay, so if you put c equal to 30 degree, it will be f equal to 86. Okay, so you, without calculation you have to say this, just observing the graph. How to do it? Just from the point 30 draw a perpendicular to the graph, and from that point you draw another perpendicular to the y-axis, and the point where the perpendicular meet to y-axis, that is the answer. And you will observe that in your graph paper, that value of where the value of the point where the perpendicular meet the y-axis, that is 86. Next question. If temperature is 95 degree Fahrenheit, so this is the point 95, between 90 and 100, that point. So draw a perpendicular to the graph of line xy. From the xy, draw another perpendicular to the x-axis, and you will observe that value should be 35 degree. So f equal to 86 and c equal to 35 degree. That is measured in Fahrenheit scale, that is 86 degree Fahrenheit, and in the Celsius scale that will be 35 degree Celsius. Okay. Now question number 4. These two sums you can use the equation that if c equal to 0, what will be the value of if temperature is 0 degree Celsius, means in Celsius degree it is given the value of c. What will be the value of Fahrenheit? So we have f equal to 9 by 5 plus c, 32. Value of c is given, that is 0. So f equal to 32. Okay, when c equal to 0, f equal to 32. And in that question also given that when f equal to 0, that 9 by 5 c plus 32, that is, it is given that minus 32 into 5 by 9 equal to c, minus 160 by 9 c, that is 160 917 that is 9 to 16 7, sorry 9 7 to that is 9 7s are 63, 17.7, that is minus 70.7 degrees Celsius. That is the value of C. Okay. Now next question. Is there any temperature which is numerically same in the both F and C? It means both the values same in Fahrenheit scale and Celsius scale. So I am putting both the value of F and C, that is X. So X will be minus 40. So minus 40 degree is both the same in both finite scale, both the scale, that is finite scale and Celsius scale. Okay, now move on question number 7. In the question number 7 it is given that Yamini and Fatima, two students of class 9 of a school, together contributed ₹100 towards the PM relief fund to help the earthquake victims. Write the linear equation with satisfy the data. You may take their contribution rupee as rupees X and rupees Y. Okay. So in this question it is given that the relief fund where Yamini and Fatima have contributed some money and their sum of the money is ₹100. Using that information you have to make a linear equation, then you have to draw the graph of that linear equation. So I am taking contribution of Yamini rupees X and contribution of Fatima, that is rupees Y. So total amount means sum of the amount of Yamini plus Fatima, that is rupees 100. That's why X plus Y equal to 100. That is the linear equation in two variable. Two variable here, X and Y are the variable. Now next step, express Y in terms of X. Now put X equal to 0, then Y equal to 100, X equal to 50, Y equal to 50, X equal to 100, Y equal to 0. So order pairs are 0, 100, 50, 50 and 100, 0. Now we should plot that order pair in the graph paper. So now student, most important things is using scale. How to use how to do plot the scale. Okay, first of all, here all the values are 50, 100 like this, not 1, 2. So you should take 50, 100, 150, 200 in the similar in the y-axis, 50, 100, 150. Okay. You can choose another way, that is 10, 20. You can take it. I am taking 50, so 1 unit equal to 50. Okay. Now X in this graph, that is X axis, that the money represent money have been given by Yamini and Y next Fatima. So when X equal to 0, Y equal to 100, that point. Okay. 50, 50, that is that point. And 100, X equal to 100, Y equal to 0. X equal to 100, Y equal to 0. We know that point Y equal to 0 means that point lies on the X axis, and the first point X equal to 0 means that point lies on the Y axis. Next and last step is draw the add the points that in using scale. So xy is the line of that equation. X plus y equal to 100. Okay students, in the next video we will solve question number exercise number 4.4. Till then stay at home and keep enjoying all the videos of BMS. Thank you.